Good morning and welcome to Take Your Life Back, today's show with Ralf Friedrichs. Today's topic is common reasons why those in need for treatment, whether it being drug and or alcohol, don't get it. What are some of the reasons? What are some of the excuses? What are the reasons that are not just here in this country but globally? First, as always, I want to give a shout out to Dr. Luis Gonzalez from startingpointmn.com. You can reach him at 844-414-8444. That's Dr. Luis Gonzalez. He is an addiction recovery coach. He's not a therapist. He's not a counselor. What he is a person that will walk with you from your addiction to your recovery, hand in hand, 24 hours at a time, today and tomorrow. He nor I will never ever talk about your past. We are addiction recovery coaches. We want to motivate you. We want to lift whatever questions you have on the outside, lift those answers that you already have the answers to inside. There's hidden somewhere inside you, and we will lift them to the surface. He also can turn you into an addiction recovery coach. If you have passion, personality, and professionalism, and you have an addiction background, whether it's battling your own demons or maybe helping someone else battle with their addiction, call him at 844-414-8444. Remember, his website is www.startingpointmn.com. That's Dr. Luis Gonzalez from Starting Point. Another shout out to globaleyeglasses.com. They are focused on saving you money. They have glasses from $6 all the way up to $49, and those glasses include the frame, single vision standard, non-coated, clear lenses, and they include a cloth and a case. Shipping is $5.95 in the domestic United States, $9.95 for Canada. You can also expedite your shipping for an extra $29, or I should say for $29. There's over 1,200 frames. Even Elton John would be amazed by some of the style frames that they have. And if you're wondering, what do they offer other than just single vision? They have progressive no-line bifocals. They have line bifocals. They have transitions when it changes indoor to outdoor. They have photochromatic, which is a lesser quality of a transition. They have anti-reflecting coating for that night driving when you're driving and it seems like the rain is bothering you, or that glare. They have polarization if you play golf or go fishing. They can make the lenses thinner for you folks that are high myopia, that have thicker lenses. They offer everything that you would find in your local optical shop by your optician online, but at a fraction of the cost, for probably about 20% of the cost of what you would pay for your glasses. So reach out to them at www.globaleyeglasses.com, and you can contact me at 631-599-0218 if you have any questions about that company, because I'm very familiar with that company. Not only am I familiar with that company, but I am your personal board certified optician. Reach out and take a look at my website, www.takeyourlifebacktodaysshow.com. That's www.takeyourlifebacktodaysshow.com. It is a new website. It is looking good. It is attracting a lot of people in my audience globally. I am getting comments and emails consistently and constantly. People that have questions. These are real people that have real stories. Reach out to me. You can call my hotline, 844-405-HELP. Let's go right into common reasons why those who need treatment don't get it. And this comes from the CDC through, it's really pronounced SAMHSA, but it's SAMHSA, which is they're involved with drug and alcohol abuse. When you see someone on the street passed out, clutching to a bottle in a paper bag, whether it's in LA, Cleveland, New York, Topeka, Dallas, or St. Paul, you wonder, why don't they just get the help that they desperately need? Ditto the reaction to a co-worker who keeps embarrassing himself at office parties, the constant drunk at the bars, the relative who ruins every family gathering, or the loved one on their second or third DUI in jail. Chances are you know someone with a drug or alcohol problem, or someone who has a mental health issue, or maybe both together. Because you got to remember, substance abuse eventually will give you mental health issues. Surely you think this person would want to get treatment. In all these scenarios that I'm going to read to you, what are the reasons why people who need treatment just don't get them? Needed treatment, made no effort. Here are some examples. According to the NSDUH combined data from 2005 to 2010 surveys, there are 5 common reasons why people who felt they needed treatment for substance abuse but made no effort to get it. Not ready to stop using. People will never stop until they're ready. I call it rock bottom. Number 2, no health coverage, could not afford the cost. 32% of the people. The first one was 38%. This is 32%. Number 3, possible negative effect on job. People worry about losing their job if they need to take a leave of absence because they need to check into a treatment center. Number 4, not knowing where to go for treatment. 12%. And towards the latter of this episode, you'll find out if you personally or you have somebody that needs to find out where to go. We'll give you the information. And last, concern that receiving treatment might cause neighbors, community to have negative opinion about them. That's 11%. Folks, these are needed treatment, but they made no effort. The excuses were as follows again. Not ready to stop using, 38% of people. No health coverage, 32% of people. Positive effect on job, 12%. Not knowing where to go for treatment, 12%. And 11% concerned with receiving treatment might cause neighbors, community, or co-workers to give you a negative opinion. Needed treatment but made no effort. Here we go again. Individuals who felt they needed treatment for substance abuse and did not make an effort to get it offered the following 8 reasons why they didn't receive the treatment. Coming in at number 1 with 27%, no health coverage and could not afford the cost. 29% came in not ready to stop using. Again, this is a separate survey, so you can see how they compare. Number 3, able to handle problem without treatment. We all think we can do that. I thought for the longest time I could do that. Number 4, no transportation. Inconvenient. It doesn't go with my schedule. Excuse me one second. Let me turn this music down. Next one, no program having type of treatment that he or she desires. The only treatment you should be desiring is the one that works. Next one, did not know where to go for treatment. We're going to get to that later, but that's coming in at 8%. Coming in at 7%. Might cause neighbors and community had negative opinion on this survey as well. And the last, might have a negative effect on the job. Folks, these are the chances you might have to take. But whatever the negative aspects are, these chances, the positive aspect is life, sober life. In 2008, according to the NSDUH, there were 10.6 million adults aged 18 and older, which is 4.7% of our population, who reported an unmet need for mental health care. Those who did not receive treatment identified the following 10 barriers for the mental health care. Why didn't they receive it? Coming in, number 1, and hopefully with Obamacare things will get better, but number 1, they could not afford the cost. They couldn't afford the cost of mental health treatment. Coming in number 2, 28% could handle problem without treatment at the time. Don't think so. It does not work. Number 3, didn't know where to go for the treatment at 19% of the population of the 10.6 million. Coming in number 4, didn't have time at 13%. You don't have time to get better? Wow. Number 5, 9.6%, fear of being committed, having to take that medicine. If you are being committed, it's because you need the help. You desperately need it. Number 6, coming in at 8%, concerned about confidentiality. Don't want family, friends, neighbors to know. Number 8, health insurance did not cover enough treatment. Can't afford my co-payments. 8%. Number 9 at 7%, might cause neighbors, community to have a negative opinion on themselves. Number 10, treatment would not help. 7% feel that the treatment would not help. Well, something, obviously, if you were looking into it, something's not working in your present situation. So treatment can only do wonders to help you. Last but not least, health insurance did not cover any of my treatment, 7%. What about those who felt they didn't need treatment? What do we know about 95.2% of persons needing treatment for substance use but didn't get because they didn't see a need to get it? What are they using for excuses? Well, here are 10. Number one always comes in number one, no matter when I do my show. Denial. The most common, an initial reaction in that the addict refuses to accept that he or she has a problem with drugs and or alcohol. Number two, control. Male addicts in particular may find it difficult to admit there is a need for treatment due to issues of control. They need to feel in control of their own destiny and often are manipulative and controlling in their relationship with others. Number three, fear. It takes a lot of determination, motivation, and courage to enter treatment. Many addicts are deterred by fear itself. They are afraid of the entire detoxification and withdrawal process, whether out of ignorance, past experience, past attempts, or perceived dangers that they heard about. Number four, cut off from the supply. That is the main goal, but they use that as a reason. Many addicts won't enter treatment because they won't have access to their supply of drugs or alcohol. Why would you go into treatment if you wanted to have access to that in the first place? Number five, they cannot give up their high. For many addicts, the biggest reason they don't go for treatment is that they cannot give up their high. So they think. I didn't think I could. Number six, treatment won't help. Some addicts feel that they are beyond help. No treatment can possibly make a difference in their lives after years of being addicted to drugs and or alcohol. Number seven, nobody cares after burning their bridges behind them. Alienating family and friends during the years of addiction, some addicts feel that there is no one left that cares enough whether they live or die. Since they have no one close, no one to support their efforts to get better, why bother? Number eight, stigma. Buried within a person's denial of need of treatment may be the stigma attached to going into rehab. Whether the person is a celebrity or a common laborer, society still treats addicts with a certain amount of contempt. People fail to realize that if you're an alcoholic or you abuse drugs, it's a disease. It's not a choice. The only choice you will have is the choice to seek help. You don't have the choice once it's with you, but you have the choice and the power and the will to get help. Number eight, hope the problem will resolve itself. Some addicts who secretly know different hope that the problem they currently have or have had for some time with drugs and alcohol will simply resolve itself. Won't happen. Last but not least, number 10, and probably the worst, want to die. After years of abuse of alcohol and drugs, having lost all hope, with no one to care, not believing treatment would be effective, or seeing no reason to turn their lives around, some addicts continue their addiction in a deliberate attempt to end their lives. Why should they seek treatment when they don't want it? To an addict in the final stages of addiction, death may only seem the only solution. For example, listening to Howard Stern, and I happened to come across a segment of Artie Lang, who used to be on a Howard Stern show. And Howard was speaking about his suicide attempt, how he didn't want to have to bring it up and all, but it made page 6 in the Daily News. And what Artie Lang was battling with for years was heroin. And I don't know much about Artie Lang now anymore since he left the Howard Stern show, but I hope if he's watching, and I really do hope if he's watching, that Artie, you are clean and sober, and if you're watching me and you're still not, reach out to me, Artie, at 844-405-HELP, or text me at 631-599-0218, and let me help you, Artie, take your life back. Finding treatment for substance abuse. Individuals can call SAMHSA, which is SAMHSA, National Hotline, at 800-662-HELP, available in English or Spanish, or in TDD at 1-800-487-4889. This is a toll-free national referral service for locating alcohol and drug abuse treatment programs. SAMHSA also operates mental health service located that provides comprehensive mental health services, information, and resources. The drop-down listing, which I'm going to list now, is a map can drill down the state and territory. In California, for example, for the following information resources. When you go on their website, which is what you want to do is go to SAMHSA.org and go to the drop down for mental health facilities locator, for mental health services directory, for Hispanic youth violence prevention services, for state resource guide, for state suicide prevention programs, for substance abuse treatment facility locators, for Center for Mental Health Services grantees, and for state statistics. SAMHSA, which is SAMHSA, Opioid Treatment Program Directory, has information on medication-assisted treatment for substance abuse disorders. Folks, try to go call them at 1-800-662-HELP if you have an issue right now, but also Google SAMHSA. And what you want to do is go on their website and take a look at what they offer. Let's do a quick recap. Common reasons why people don't want to get help. Number one on the one at 38% is they're not ready to stop using. When you're not ready to stop using, no matter how much other people want you to help them, the help's never going to happen. The person has to finally admit they have a problem. Number two, no health coverage. Could not afford the cost to check into treatment. That one is a huge factor. I realize that, but I will tell you this from past experience. If you check within your state that you live in, a lot of states offer for low budget people, for low income people, services. Might only be a 10 to 30 day program, but services to help them. And if you still have an issue where you still can't find help and you're really bad off, contact Bill Cunningham Show or Steve Wilco Show. They, a lot of times, will help people also. No health coverage and could not afford it was number two. No possible negative effect on job. Yes, you might have a negative effect on job, but what good is your job if you overdose? What good is your job if you can't do your job? Let's go right into what are some of the signs, or why are some of the people not getting mental health when they need mental health stuff. Number one, came in, could not afford the cost. Number two, couldn't handle problem without treatment at the time. Could handle a problem. Number three, did not know where to go for treatment. Number four, did not have time. Number five, fear of being committed, have to take medicine. Number six, concerned about confidentiality. Number seven, health insurance did not cover enough to treatment. I could not afford the co-payment. Number eight, might cause neighbors and community to have negative opinion about me. Number nine, treatment would not help. Number 10, health insurance did not cover any of that treatment. What are the 10 top reasons why people will not even attempt to clean up their act? Denial is always going to be number one. The control factor, especially with male addicts, they feel that they could just control everything. Not only do they want to control their life and their relationship, but they really feel that they can control the drug factor. The fear, it takes a lot of determination, motivation, and courage to enter any treatment program. And the fear that people are having is that it won't work. Number four, cut off from their supply. Well, this is a no-brainer. You will be cut off from your supply if you're going into a treatment center. You can't give up the high is number five, and you have to give up the high. If you're ready, and if you hit number one, denial, and you're ready, denial is gone. Treatment won't help is number six. Treatment will help. As long as you have an open mind and you're ready and you stop denying, any treatment will help you. Number seven, nobody cares. Well, I will tell you, I don't know what your situation is. I don't know where you're watching me in my audience. You might be in jail. You might be in a homeless shelter. You might be in a nursing home. You might just be watching a TV right now over at Target, and they have YouTube on. No matter what your situation, I care. And more importantly, God cares. Stigma. Buried within a person's love needing treatment may be the stigma attached going to rehab, whether a person is a celebrity or a laborer. Society still treats addicts as if they were criminals. An addiction, whether it being a drug and alcohol, is a disease. There is nothing you can do about it other than fight and learn to live with it. Number 9, hope the problem will resolve itself. It won't. This problem that you have will only heal when you decide it's time. Want to die. This is a sad one. After years of abuse and alcohol and drugs, having lost all hope with no one to care, not believing treatment would be effective, or seeing no reason to turn their lives around, some addicts continue their addiction in a deliberate attempt to end their life. Why should they seek treatment when they don't want it? To an addict, the final stage of addiction, death may be the only solution, and it's something that they look forward to. Folks, go to Google search SAMHSA, and take a look at all the programs and all the information they have there. You can also go to drugfacts.org. You can go to mad.org. These are all websites that will help you. But the denial needs to stop, and it needs to stop today. And I beg of you, I pray for you, and I hope no matter what you decide to do, that you get the help that you desperately need to save your life. When you are ready, choose the method that it's going to work for you. Try AA. Try my methods. Contact me at 631-599-0218. Go to a treatment center. But no matter which method, you need to include God. God is your guide and your direction in life. Your body, and I say this all the time, your body is like a ship, a vessel. Your mind is like a captain. The captain and the vessel will never ever go out in the rough ocean without navigation. And if your life is at a point right now that it's out of control in that ocean, reach to God and ask Him to be your navigator. Because then, with His navigation, your vessel, your body, and your captain have full control of your ship. And your life will become better. I promise you. You'll see changes mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Those changes might not happen overnight, but they will within time. But it takes you to reach out and say, God, I need help. I need help today. You might have tried quitting using drugs or drinking alcohol, and you've had relapses. It's okay. It's a natural thing to happen. It's happened to me 6-7 times before I finally hit rock bottom. Maybe it's not your rock bottom yet, but when you hit rock bottom, you'll know. You'll be able to walk into a liquor shop and get lotto and not worry about the liquor. You'll be able to go to parties. You'll be able to go to bars to watch football with your buddies. You'll just order a spritzer without the alcohol. You'll order the Coke without the rum. You'll order make-believe cocktails that have no alcohol in them. But it all starts with you, and it starts today. Let today be a sober day to give you a better tomorrow. Let the sunshine into your heart and into your home, and you will reap nothing but positive results. If you think positive, you'll get positive. And if you're one of those people that'll say, okay, maybe tomorrow, not only do I feel bad for you, but I will tell you there might never ever be a tomorrow for you or for me. Right now, there are some people in the world that might have said maybe tomorrow, that are now taking their last breath today, that are closing their eyes for the last time. Because their time has come, and they didn't have a chance for change. But if you're watching me, and you're breathing, and your eyes are open, and you can still hear me, you have time for change. And use this time, and use it now, and reach up to God, and ask God for guidance and direction. I hope to God that each and every one of you folks try to sober up if you haven't yet. For the sake of your life, for the sake of your loved ones, for the sake of your children. It's for the sake of just being sober. Because a sober today, I guarantee you, will give you a better tomorrow. May God bless you. Have a great day, but more importantly, have a sober day. And if you need help taking your life back, call me at 844-405-HELP or text me at 631-599-0218 or email me at ralf@takeyourlifebacktodayShow.com. That's Ralph at takeyourlifebacktodayShow.com. But no matter what, reach out to me and let me help you take your life back.